What's going on, guys? Flawless Designer Creations here for a road trip.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys can hear us because Audra forgot the microphone.
I didn't forget anything. I even asked him.
You forgot a lot.
I said, did you get the camera? He's like, yeah. So guess what? The camera and the microphone go together. So
you forgot to come out the house ready to roll.
Whatever.
You forgot the money.
No, he forgot the money.
No, BS. So guys, we're on the road. Not as I guess enthusiastic as I would normally be. It's raining. It's pouring raining out here, guys. So horrible weather, but this is the road trip we were talking about. We're gonna bring you guys along for the experience, and we're super excited still.
Yes.
And we're gonna go make this new addition to the vaults.
Yeah.
Much needed addition that will stay empty for a little bit because we also need to order and pick up or whatever tubs as well. So that's the next stage, but stay tuned. So guys, we switched it up a little bit. Audra's finally gonna drive a little bit. She has a Harley driven at all.
My goodness.
You know, so we need to get her behind the wheel. So you know the man of the hour can really.
I always end up driving.
Shit. I got witnesses. Everybody in YouTube world just seen Audra assault me.
I'm gonna assault you. Yeah.
See, she's still doing it.
Yep.
But she knows she needs to keep her attention on the road, and she can barely see. But
it's light outside. I don't have
I don't know about that. It's starting to get a little gloomy. But it has stopped raining, thankfully, and this has been a very cool trip with some lots of unexpected footage that you guys will see later as well. But if Audra don't bounce us all over the place.
That is not my fault. That is the
Hey guys, comment down below. Who you think drive better? Audra or Will? If Audra's driving, expect to hit a bunch of curves. You're gonna need some you're gonna have some chipped rims.
Oh my goodness.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Unican Drive.
Oh, in 1/4 mile, we'll be there.
I'll be there.
You gonna tell them where we're going?
So guys, if you've been tuned in, since we haven't vlogged too much, we are
turn
here
left
now,
on Unican
but
Drive.
at
Unicon Drive.
Unicon Drive, which is top tier caging.
Yes.
We've worked with them before. Matt, he's the owner of Top Tier. Awesome facility, awesome business. He actually has he's a family
In
owned.
1/2 mile, arrive at 5209 Unican.
It's got him all
family
confused over here.
building facility.
Yes.
So it's really cool.
It's really awesome.
He does some of everything. We'll put his info down below. He's based out of Wake Forest, North Carolina. So it's right at a 4-hour drive for us one way. 4 hours, we're about to head back.
He even does show displays, guys.
Yeah, show displays.
Jelly cup
he does
holders
racks, the whole 9 yards.
all kinds
We
of stuff.
worked with him previously on close to 20 racks he built for us for our crested geckos. Flawless crested geckos. So he's super dependable. And this order, guys, is very nice because it's custom. We did a couple units custom. So we're gonna show you them in just a little bit. But about to pull up now.
Yeah.
Guys, we're here. This is Matt.
Hey.
Matt is the man, top tier.
Yes.
Man,
Thank
he's
you.
killing it.
Yes.
Return customers, again, we love this work so much the first time we keep coming back.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
He's up here in Wake Forest,
Yes, Wake Forest.
right outside, I guess,
And
Valley.
you're a family-run business, right?
Yes.
Yes.
My uncle's business and the cages are one aspect of it here in the shop.
That's awesome.
Killing it.
Yes. So you wanna?
Oh, yeah,
I
go
want to
take a
see
look
it.
at
Can I completely understand? Check this out.
This is gonna be a fortune. I mean, good grief.
Holy
We knew it was
moly!
gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we didn't know it was gonna be this much.
Oh.
Wow!
Crap.
What in the heck? This
So he's
is
still gonna have to get a haircut.
amazing.
So
Right.
putting everything up there and we'll come back in and get him right.
Trim.
And it's gonna clutch of eggs.
What?
Oh, snap. You have to clutch your eggs over here, too. That's so awesome.
Wow. Let me see the eggs.
Crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he is a 6-inch steel tube skeleton all the way up, and he's braced out at angles all the way up into his head, and he's 2 pieces. Then it's all regular white styrofoam for his body,
Right.
laid out with wood glue to seal him up, and then he got 2 coats of fiberglass with a final coat of resin. Then we put all of his feathers. My uncle comes back in and does all of the crazy artwork. And so he's got almost 100 pounds of epoxy clay on his head to really bring the detail out. And another 120 on his feet and legs to do all the scales.
That's crazy. Can you say again what this is for exactly?
The Greensboro Science Center. He's going to be mounted to the outside of their veterinary building.
Oh, that's awesome. See if I
Now,
can-
how will they transport?
We have a road boy lined up. So right about here, kind of hard to see now, right about here, the whole head slides out, and there's about 5 foot of steel that just nests right in. I mean, it's hard to get him on, so he's not going to go anywhere.
How many months you guys been working on this?
Started it in May.
Do you guys get a lot of custom stuff like this?
That's almost entirely what we do. We do obviously the cages, and then Golden Corral is one of our biggest customers.
Wow.
But outside of that, it's museums and zoos that do all sorts of crazy custom work where they really want to stand out.
And your uncle's the artistic
Yes.
one? That's awesome.
Yeah, he really brings it all to life.
You can tell it.
There you go. Contact Matt for all your custom needs.
All your
Please.
custom needs, yeah.
It makes what we got done look like.
I know. little thing.
All counts.
That's easy. Wow. This is killer, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, it's worth the trip out to the Science Center. Because it was really small, and the current director has been there, I think, about 20 years now. Turned it from a small attraction to like 500,000 people a year through the doors.
Oh, that's
Wow.
crazy.
It was more like smaller museum. Now it's museum, zoo, aquarium. I mean, they got it all.
You know,
Wow.
and we love it already.
This is awesome. Holy crap. This is great.
So, it's our hatchling rack.
Yeah.
Hatchling grow out, I guess.
So we needed to expand on it,
See?
and Matt was our guy to do it extremely custom. Wow, look at the interior. That's awesome, dude.
Yes.
That's awesome. What do you call it? Recessed?
Yep.
It's recessed in for the tape. Wow.
We have a middle piece right here, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
we can
Oh,
just
yeah, the shelf.
pull right
Yeah.
out.
That was the custom part.
Yes.
Awesome.
So let's see.
So now you got a work shelf to work with.
Now we got a work shelf.
Yeah.
Light
man.
duty, but it'll
Oh,
hold
yeah.
water bowls, a tub
And
as
that's
you
all
go.
Yeah,
we needed.
that's what we needed
That's
for.
all we needed for. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
I'm talking
awesome.
about the kick plate at the bottom and doing a full one up
Yeah.
top. I'm like,
Yep.
why don't we just take it to the next step?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep, kick plate, get it up off the
Yep,
floor, so
up
you ain't
off
got to
the
worry
floor.
about the
The cool
air
air.
in the winter time raising up.
Heat tape comes out, pairs up right in the middle there. That way you're not trying to
Get it all the way up.
go to the extremes on your height.
Right.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So right here, guys, if you need any custom builds for your racks, he is the man to talk to. If you're,
Racks, displays, the whole 9 yards.
and you ship, I mean, you ship
Yes.
pretty
Yep.
much everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, throughout the whole U.S.
Throughout the whole U.S. So don't think because you're not near Raleigh, North Carolina, that you can't.
And you just do the local
Have it.
shows,
Right now, I'm just doing local shows.
or stop by a local show and see.
Yeah, stop by a local show and check him out.
Pick up at the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's look at some of his trade show designs.
Sorry, they're a little dusty right now.
I think in the workshop. It's supposed to be dusty.
Yeah.
So he's got a deli cup display here, you can see, and this just slides up. Then this is really cool. This is a deli cup carrier. It holds 10 deli cups at a time, so that's really cool. And the bottom, actually, the legs come out and you can just pick it right up and they're all ready to go right there for your table. And he has some acrylic designs, and he can do any type of locking system on there. He can do like the actual key lock. This one's the acrylic bar that runs across. And he also can do different color acrylic, right?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
He got the money.
Oh yeah. Yo, me? I'm broke. All right, guys. So we're back. Before we show you the actual unit in its spot in the vault here, been a long little journey. We actually forgot a piece and I had to figure out how to get it. But anyway, this is Black Box Cage's hatchling system, and we love it. This here is actually 4 big units, all meshed together, and this was the focal point of where all our hatchlings go out. You can transition them from FB5 tubs, or I guess V15 tubs, up to FB8 tubs, or V18 tubs, same thing. And then there's also another tub you can go to, which is a 28 quart tub, which one tub will fit in here. So in a pinch, if we needed that spot, we could just put one tub in that slot. Doubt we will ever need to do that. We really like the FB8 sizes and the FB5s. We do the FB5s on the fresh hatchlings at the bottom. We've been running through sales like crazy, so thank you guys. Anybody should purchase anything from us, we really appreciate the business, especially being so new and young in the game. That being said, we've also moved roughly another 30 to 33 snakes since the last time, where we moved over 60. So we're rocking along, guys. So these guys constantly gets checked on. We do fluctuate back and forth between paper towel and cocoa. We use both products. Also up here in the FB8s, we graduate a lot of our holdbacks up to here and let them get some size on them. And tip, we did see that Always Evolving Pythons, he actually posted about it as well, and it's true. And I know he's relatively new, even though he's a big timer in the game, big dog. When you have a male, smaller male, 400, 500, even a breeder, let's say 700 gram, 800 gram male, they go off of food or they're having issues adjusting to the 50/40 or the 55 series bigger tubs. Guys, sometimes I wouldn't wait with those guys. They miss 1 or 2 feedings, put them back in the FB8. Put them in the FB8, 9 times out of 10, they get back on food almost the following week. So that has definitely been a helpful tip for us here. And then the next time they shed, you move them up again, and you keep playing that back and forth game until it clicks for them. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. It's about these rack systems. So this rack system is amazing. Got it when we first started building and accumulating all of our infrastructure. Notice the last time that we had filled up this thing, which we're almost full now, we still got some space, that I don't want to be in that position where I put us here at Flawless maxed out. So I said, all right, now we're gonna actually add a couple more. So we thought about adding 2 more, which is a top and bottom tier. Contacted Black Box Cages, love them, we'll continue to use them, but when you have options out there, you have to weigh your options. Pricing on these things nearly doubled. That being said, you guys know with Flawless Crested Geckos, we actually have a PVC guy, Matt, that you guys seen in this video. He built all of our PVC enclosures, well, most of our PVC enclosures for our geckos, and sent them pictures of it and the diagram of it, because Black Box Cages, they couldn't meet their last price, which I completely understand, and they upgraded. Everything is still the same, but they got fail safes and all different kind of cuts and upgrades to this now, and this is not the same one that they're putting out. So they have a new version. Anyway, went with Matt at Top Tier Cages, and he blew the pricing away. On top of that, gave us all kinds of perks. So let's take a look at it. So on the bottom, this is a 2-piece unit. It divides there in the middle and goes all the way up. So what you're looking at here, guys, you're looking at 11 levels on the top, and then the second unit, separate unit, is 10 levels on the bottom. Right here is a little divide. Actually, let's get a close-up. Okay, so the close-up portion of this thing, like you see, it's actually getting a little dusty. We're not really even using it yet. Don't really see us using it anytime soon. Plus, we gotta place a big order with Freedom Breeder or Vision, whichever one we decide to go with. Believe we need like 200 additional FB5s and like I believe it's 120 additional FB8s. So thing I really like about this custom work is, as you guys seen, it's our shelf. So our shelf here, you can take the whole thing out. This is not really a load bearing shelf, so you don't want to be putting a ton of weight on it, leaning on it and stuff like that. But for when I'm over here, it's right across from the other one. I can pull the tub out, sit it there, do my thing, or I can stack them up, in a sense, make some short work of changing cocoa out, dumping it in, boom, 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 do our thing, swap snakes out, make work a lot easier. Even though we have moving tables in here and carts and stuff, it's just really nice to have that option. We got this idea because this resembles something like a PVC style of a Freedom Breeder. So it's kind of cool as a knockoff version of that. Doesn't deal with any patents, violations, anything like that. So this thing slides completely out, and like I said, it's not load bearing. You just kind of do your thing on it, whatever you need to do. Put a snake on it, you know, spray it down, put a snake on it, take a picture, do video, Instagram. It just really makes things user friendly for us and functional. Super functional for us. So for that purposes, that's all that this is being used for right now. As you can see, it's completely empty, but we're up the clutch, I want to say 41 or 42, and we're expecting more. We're not maxed out on the other side, so we still have space. But again, it's all about the infrastructure, making sure that you can deal with everything that you're going to be producing. That's very important. We never want to put ourselves in a situation where we're going to do a flash sale because we don't have any space. It's not any jabs at anybody. We just don't want to do business that way. Everything we let go, we want to be strategic about it and let it go because we're not going to be utilizing it in our program. So this is a huge addition for us. Try out the FB8s if you got males that's off food. It's really helpful. We don't have any space restrictions as far as tub sizes. We actually have a completely empty 13 levels of 5540 and getting ready to order another 13 levels of 5540. So we'll have basically 5 racks of pretty much available space, mostly available space, and 1 additional on the way, on order. Trying to prepare for the future. So in these crazy times now, we want to build infrastructure, you know, similar to all the big wigs or what they're doing, and do it in our style. You know, stuff that's kind of like, hey, we can sell this, but don't want to sell it because it just doesn't make sense, because, you know, dollars and cents just doesn't make sense to sell it for that low. Cool, hold it. You know, how can it hurt you if you have space for it, and that, you know, if you can feed it. Speaking of feeding it, really quick on this video, all about budget. Do your business plans, guys. Don't run at it, you know, run at the snake thing, you know, just willy-nilly. You know, have a plan and execute. Example, we budgeted at the beginning of the year for 15 grand as far as expense-wise rodents for the year. We're ahead of the curve. Reason we're ahead of the curve is, yeah, we could spend the 15 grand and be done with it. We still write it off, taxes, the whole 9 yards. But we saw Audra loves the rodent, so she took to it and she attacked it, where she wanted to head up and be our rodent specialist. It cost us under, let's say, under $1,500 or $1,600. Maybe 17. I think it was $1,700. It's irrelevant, but that's what it cost us to get it going for the rodents. It could have been a lot cheaper, but we decided to go with ARS tubs, which were pricey. But we don't regret it, and we trying something out, trying to figure things out. But with spending that, let's say rounded off at $2,000, that includes buying the rodents to get us started with the breeding. We're not trying to feed our entire collections. We wanted to produce rodents for our babies. So we're spending that $2,000 on all the materials, including the rats to get us started. We're now producing pups on a regular basis, really consistently, and we're able to feed the majority of our babies right now. And we're on track to saving anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 this year just from making that, and that's including the $2,000 expense into getting started. So we saw that window and jumped in it. Did we have to do it? Absolutely not. But you know, if you want to really be smart, I'm super cheap. Audra's even cheaper than I am, and if you could save $5,000, that's $5,000 into a snake. That's $5,000 extra back into your pocket in a pinch. $5,000 that's less that you have to spend. You can get into a program that, you know, or a snake that makes itself available that you need for your own program. So think ahead, guys, so you can jump ahead of the curve. And in these crazy times, you don't have issues feeding your collection because you're breeding some rats or you're breeding some rodents. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of a facility upgrade edition. We got plenty more to come as the racks come in. We'll record that as well. Comment down below if you like this type of content, these type of videos, and we're gonna keep them rolling. See you guys next week on the Gene Chaser series. We know you guys like those, and we love you guys. Will Flawless is out of creation. We out.